Hey everyone, it's Laura, and I want to get into one last thing when we're talking about targeting, because Facebook has actually gone ahead and partnered with big data companies. So not only does Facebook have like the largest database of buyers just because of the conversion pixel and seeing where people are going and what they're doing while they're logged into Facebook, but they've also partnered with Axiom Data Logics and Epsilon to see who's doing what, and they partnered up with Axiom Data Logic and Epsilon to actually go ahead and match identities with these different target groups. Now, we went over on what we did over here. If you remember, we did some interest targeting with our last ad, but now we can also, I want you to see that you can search behaviors, meaning people who have made charitable donations or that like animal welfare, political donations, world relief, digital activities like console gamers, event creators. And you got to remember, if you online spenders, that's a big one. Online spenders active. Okay, and explains what it is here. Okay, online spenders active. This is people who have issued payments to a third-party site using the Facebook platform in the past 30 days. That's interesting. How about this? This is online spenders, people who have used Facebook credits and payment platform. Event creators, people who have indicated that they are event planners in their profiles. Do you get it? So you've got just this one little thing, digital activities. How about this? Financial, auto insurance, health insurance, mobile device user. And it's interesting, not all of them will go ahead and pop up an explanation to the right, but some of it does. Purchase behavior, business purchases. All right, and this explains, okay, people who buy items related to business marketing. Source aggregated, multi-sourced, offline transaction-based data. That's pretty crazy, right? Maintenance, repair. So each one of these, and that's behaviors, okay, and that's pretty ninja. Most people don't realize that we have all these categories and interests that could be looked at and kind of cut up to find your exact right target. But then you have categories too. And you have Facebook categories. And there's online spenders, Hispanics, active spenders, online spenders, engaged, technology late adopters. So that's just on that. But then it gets even crazier because we're going to look at partner categories here. And this is the data that happens to be aggregated from those big data partners that I talked about earlier. So we have demographics, right? And you can just keep going on. Newlyweds, family with children, right? Well, education. See, and the closer you get to your right avatar, the more you can use this particular information. Job role, right? And then there's data logics, and each one of these gathers data a little bit differently. Home composition, affluent baby boomers is what they call. This one's called lifestyles, meaning moms and otherwise, right? TV networks, people who like ESPN or politics or work, and Epsilon the same thing. And this stuff changes all the time, so there's no real retail spend, right? People who purchase above average, meaning that they spend more money than usual. So these are really, really crazy targeting that can be done, and you got to poke around to find exactly what's what. There's no exact list of everything, but actually someone who saw one of the earlier videos in the pre-launch sent off and actually put this PDF in the Traffic Genesis page, and I downloaded it, and it explains a lot of stuff. I don't know if you've noticed when you've done any kind of targeting, but it will say something like apple pie families or cartoons and carpools. This document, which I am going ahead to upload, it's 252 pages, but it really explains exactly how these groups are put together. So let's take a look at this. Apple pie families is cluster number 17, and that is people between 46 and 65 that are married, they own a home, they have school-age kids, they're upper middle class, okay? They live in city or surroundings, okay? And they make between, or their net worth is between 25,000 and $1 million. That's pretty crazy. So you can start looking at these clusters, and again, just starting to figure out who you need and what you want. This is a huge, 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 did I say it was huge? Document. But it gives you all these information, gosh. My English is failing as the days go on. But this gives you so much more demographic information and stuff to work with when you're trying to figure out. And, 9 out of 10 times you might not even need to go as far as partner categories. But here's the thing. If you find something that works, and let's face it, if you follow what Mike and Andy tell you, it's going to work. Well, then how are you going to scale? You need to find these relationships and see these different things about your customers so that you can actually go ahead and expand and not run out of prospects. Anyway, I just wanted to give you that one last advanced tip when it came to Power Editor and the ability to target. I thought it was kind of an important thing. Anyway, I'll see you on the next video.